have a new home. It's almost official. We're gonna call and seal the deal tomorrow, but
15 acres surrounded by state land, no neighbors for miles.
we're in upstate New York, and it's just absolute beautiful wilderness
On top of
every
a
direction.
mountain. We have a
The
cabin that we're gonna restore to be 100% off the grid.
solar panels, generator for the time being,
Wood stove, gray water system. We have 2 wells and a natural spring on the property. We have a pond on the property. We have wood. We have birch trees, tamarack,
ton of animals.
pine trees,
We saw 6 deer just in the yard last night.
partridge, turkeys.
There's a couple lakes or small ponds, but yeah, they're stocked. Lots of fish. It's right off the long path. It feels like we're moving to Alaska in the middle of New York.
I think that's what we should call it.
Alaska?
Alaska, New York.
Alaska, New York. We camped out here last night and just kind of soaked it up. Got a feel for the land.
The owners are awesome. They're organic farmers from the area.
Super cool people.
They're going to help us fix everything. And they had the same kind of vision that we had for this place. And they had, you know, other responsibilities. They have 2 other big organic farms and they never really got to it. And, well, they're going to help us do it.
Yeah, the cabin is only about 600 square feet, but if we could make do in a 12 by 18 longhouse, which is...
The whole thing for us is not having a big, huge, enormous house, having something that's small and energy efficient, and then...
living with the land.
Yeah, being outside most of the time.
Oh, yeah, the cabin, it's almost like a Civil War era cabin. Looking at the lumber.
Let's show them the fireplace.
Yeah, there's a stone fireplace, a chimney, and it'll take a wood stove. It's got a vent for a wood stove.
They started doing some work to preserve the cabin and redo the foundation, which they're going to help us do because this is an old cabin. But you know what? I love old things. I love vintage. I love fixing old things because the quality was so much better. And when I saw this place, I noticed the stone fireplace, and I was like, wow, that's really awesome stonework, and I want to keep that. And I like the roof because we get a lot of snow up here and it's cold. The snow comes off the good metal roof. It has good bones in the structure. Nice glass pane windows. So what we got to do is finish the foundation and insulate the inside and then finish the flooring. And it's small, so it's not just an overwhelming task. And it will be easy to keep warm in the winter. It'll be easy to keep clean.
One of the wells is right underneath the cabin, so we'll be able to pump our water by hand right inside.
Another well right over here. And the spring is on the other side of the property.
There's a small pond at the bottom of the hill on our property.
Cattails and blackberries, goldenrod.
On our property. Oh, pinch me too.
Wake up.
No. We're gonna hike to the back of our lot and take a look at it. The property line is a stone wall, so we'll take them for a quick hike into the woods. Yeah, cool. For the last year, we've been going to all these different state parks and traveling to basically destinations that are like this, and the idea of actually living in a space like this, it just feel totally blessed right now. So right in here, get you a better look at it. If you see a tree like this in your area, this is a Native American trail marker. they would put a kink in the tree so it would grow in this shape. Pretty cool. We got a lot of hemlock back here. There's some birch, elm. Elm is a pretty good substitute for tulip poplar. Seen some white pine. Oh, it's nice and cool back here. It was hot, hot, hot out in the sun today. This feels a bit like Northwest Pennsylvania. It feels very familiar. But there's definitely other areas that is serious bush. So beautiful. So there's a couple lakes, big ponds that are stocked with fish, and just check the map. We're pretty close. We're gonna try and head over to it. And this is the long path. We hit it out of the back end of our property, and now we got the fishing place. Oh man, I can't believe this. Wow. So we saw a different lake last night. This is a whole other spot. I can't believe this.
Yeah, this is huge.
Like to raise some rabbits, chickens, sheep. Maybe put in like a hoop style greenhouse, which is basically a longhouse. Some hugelkultur beds, which are really cool. It's a old school European way of gardening. If like the soil isn't optimal or very deep, you can set up these basically like elongated compost rows, and they just improve over time. Like I guess the first year the yield is okay, and then like as the material breaks down, it enriches the soil, and each year gets better and better. Pretty cool. So those are some things we've got in mind, and then just enjoying nature. So here we are. We're coming out to our road now. About a quarter-mile walk from the lake out to our road on the long path. 5 minutes. Awesome.
Full of vitamin C. This is staghorn sumac. These are actually berries. So that's staghorn sumac. Those are little hairy berries. And you just steep it in cold water, and you get a lemonade that's packed with vitamin C.
Oh, here's some white pine. So this is white pine. It's got a smoother bark than other pines, and the needle clusters are in groups of 5.
This is jewelweed.
Mm-hmm.
If you crush this, it's really oily. It's really oily, and the oilin is really good for itchy stuff. So if you get lit up with bug bites, or you have itchy skin, you just crush those flowers in your hand and rub it right on you, and it gives you this oil, and it's very soothing. You know, like everybody may react to certain things different, so always try a little tiny bit of something. Even if it's a berry, even if it's 100% edible, even if you're 100% sure of its ID, I say always try just a little bit first, because, you know, different people have different quirks and allergies possibly, so just to be on the safe side.
Josh Enyart, Gray Bearded Green Beret, mentioned at the Pathfinder School when they did their survival training they told them to, if they were in a situation where they had to live off the land and it was, a foreign region, they weren't familiar with what was growing, they could harvest something and touch it, wait a day, then, taste it on the tip of your tongue, wait a day, and then try it.
Some things that are deadly toxic can be the most beautiful. Just keep that in mind with people too.
Solid advice. Yeah, so this is our road. It's pretty much a big four-wheeler trail.
We have clovers and Queen Anne's lace, which is a wild carrot. I used to pick this with my grandma when I was little, next to the horse farm.
It's going to be interesting in the winter. This is going to get some pretty serious snow, and our driveway is on a hill, so four-wheel drive is a must.
I have an old Jeep. I have a 2003 Jeep Liberty Renegade.
This is our driveway. Pretty good deer trail down at the bottom of the hill. They're coming in for water. There's a spring and a small pond at the bottom of the hill. Right on, guys. Thank you for being with us on this journey. We feel truly blessed to be able to be here and do this. I don't really know why this is happening, lining up the way it is, but we accept it and promise to make the most of it. And thank you to everyone that's involved and all of you for watching and sharing this experience with us. You got to see what we did with the longhouse and our garden back in Pennsylvania with limited resources and just the environment, and we hope to do the same here. We've got some new challenges to work with, but we truly intend to.
And we're really, really grateful, and we recognize how privileged we are to be able to do the stuff that we do. And it's our responsibility to be good stewards. That's our job here on Earth.
Love you guys.